So, since football is finding its way back eventually with the time, as we all know, the COVID situation has made the things messed up all around the world, and also for us in terms of content. So, we are not posting anything as you can see on our Facebook page too. So, we are sorry about that, but we will from this podcast onwards will try to be as active about it to give you updates and all those things, and including these podcasts too. We will be doing more such podcasts. So, welcome to the World Podcast Show number one, which we have given this as a title. So, joining me is Vystra, and in this podcast, we will begin with the five topics as you can see on the right side of the screens. These will be the topics of our focus in this one. So, starting with the first one topic, which is UEFA League's deadline. So, here is my friend Vystra. He will be saying about what what's going on in that thing.
Oh yeah, so pretty much. Well, hello everyone. Jeez, it's fucking around with minutes. So pretty much,
Welcome.
UEFA have
I miss you.
yeah,
I miss your voice. I'm sure they missed
my
yours too.
voice. So
Yeah.
pretty much was it May 25th. So UEFA set a deadline of May 25th for all the European leagues
Mm-hmm.
to resume to submit their plans on whether they're going to resume the season or not. So yeah, and then obviously if they don't meet the deadline, they'll be voided.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Obviously, Bundesliga is resuming next weekend.
Yeah. Right.
Very excited that some football's coming back. The Dutch league's already been voided, awarding no champion. The Belgium league has been voided, but they awarded the champion, which was Club Bruges. And yeah, just this week, League One was voided, and PSG were awarded the champions.
Yeah, but
So
that was
yeah,
somehow,
fascinating.
yeah, and that created some controversy as well. That PSG were crowned the champions because, as per rules, when the season is going to be void, then there is no winner. But there was some, what you call it, some special clause in that in the League One, where PSG, due to which PSG have been awarded as the champions for the season, though it has caused a controversy. But we will have to see what happens in the future. I mean, for the qualifications of Champions League, how they're gonna decide who will be the second team and third team and the fourth team, how would things go in that league. So that's something debatable going on around the football lobbies.
Well, pretty much what's happened is
Yeah.
because it's actually like in the rules in the contracts of League One,
Hmm.
if by any um, if by any circumstances the season has to be voided,
Yeah.
they automatically award the prize to whoever's first, and then they pretty much take the teams as their like as it's standing to champion like, of the European places. It's pretty much obviously top four
Hmm.
would go to Champions League, and
Hmm.
then the Europa League places would go. And then if you're at the bottom, yeah, you're pretty much relegated, which obviously has caused a stir. However, all the other leagues don't have that rule. So
Hmm.
if they can't resume and they are voided,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty much a reset. So sorry, Liverpool fans that thought they could win the league
Yeah.
by the season being voided, but yeah.
But also, that's having that being said, it's also been rumored that behind the doors some games will be played. So we have to just wait a little bit and see what's gonna happen. Like
I mean,
Bundesliga
yeah,
is gonna start in like by May 3rd. Was that the deadline or May 5th? It was. I just forgot that thing. What was that?
the UEFA deadline.
No, though not that. The Bundesliga was about to commence behind the doors. What was the date for that?
So May 9th, so next
May
weekend.
9th. Yeah, May 9th.
And then,
So.
well, I mean, it's pretty obvious that
Mhm.
all the games for the rest of the season will be behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt about that now.
And also, there has been talk that Premier League might go to Australia. So, can you tell more about that?
I can't believe this is actually a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the government in Western Australian government,
Mm.
so have sent the FA in England an offer to play all remaining Premier League games in Perth behind closed doors across 4 stadiums.
Yeah.
Um, and pretty much it's seen as like a neutral ground, like a neutral safe ground,
Hmm.
because obviously the situation in the UK is pretty severe still.
You're right.
Um, I don't, I can't see it happening, but if it does,
Hmm.
it'd be weird because like you've got all the whole Premier League playing
Yeah.
in my country, but I can't go watch them.
Yeah, that's the worst
It's
part of it.
weird. Yeah,
So
and then
that
obviously they won't be
yeah,
able to mingle and meet with like fans. So
right, right. And probably that's why they are planning to keep it in the UK only, behind the closed doors. So we have to wait what happens in the Premier League. As for Bundesliga, we know it will be starting from like 6 days from now, as he just told you. And also, now moving on to another topic of our podcast, which is the Newcastle United takeover. You all must have heard about it, I guess. Yeah, the some that Saudi Arabian sheikh has purchased the club, and with coming of that, with happening of that, it's also being said that new managers could be some good proven manager. Probably they are also rumoring about Mauricio Pochettino, the former Spurs manager who guided them to the Champions League final last season. So that's also a big news happening in the Premier League.
do you actually think it's going to happen? Because a couple years ago, this was the same thing and it never happened.
No. My reference is about the buying of the club. That's the big thing that has happened to
Well, I
Premier
mean, a
League.
couple years ago, yeah, a couple years
Yeah,
ago, this was the same similar story like this was going on, like the takeover. Mike
yeah,
Ashley was ready, and then it just fell through.
yeah. I'm getting your
So I
point,
wouldn't.
Mike Ashley.
I can sue Newcastle. You fans hate him.
Yeah, but I think it has given them some hope. If you know the Man City reference, if good things has have happened with Manchester City, then I think Newcastle fans can be a bit optimistic about it. I know most of them, I mean, genuine fans must be pissed that someone is buying a club and trying to build the team and all that stuff. I mean, I know True Jody, that guy didn't want that to happen. I heard his podcast sometime back, I think, like 1 or 2 months back. So he said he won't love for that to happen, but
Oh, of
actually,
course he would.
yep.
Means he can see his club win something.
Yeah, but I mean, I heard his podcast and he was saying that he would rather have wished for Rafa to stay when that Rafa thing happened and Rafa left the club, and they were
Yeah,
actually progressing in a right way. That was a big shocker for Newcastle fans. But anyhow, if that gives some good hope to Newcastle fan, then okay, we are happy for you that it's soon gonna probably give you something good. Let's see what it goes on to give. And as for, since that has happened, you wanna have purchased the club. We are getting some rumors. We have been reading rumors about like players like Coutinho maybe going in if Mauricio Pochettino goes on to become the manager. What What do you think about that?
I mean, I can see Pochettino like if this whole takeover thing goes through.
Yeah.
I could see them hiring Pochettino.
Hmm.
I can't see Coutinho in a Newcastle. Oh, actually, I can because it's Coutinho. Let's be real here, but
But yeah, if it doesn't
it,
feel,
it wouldn't look right. It's like Jose. Like Jose
huh?
still doesn't look right
Hmm. Yeah,
as a top manager.
right.
But there's been stranger things happening in football. So,
Yeah, anything can happen.
but
If
yeah,
Mourinho can go on to become a Spurs manager, then you never know what's coming up next. I mean, we didn't expect Coutinho to be going to Bayern München, but that happened eventually, right? I
well,
mean,
I mean, we didn't expect a pandemic this year, so
right.
I think anything at this point actually doesn't surprise me.
Yeah,
But yeah, you'll have to see if the takeover actually does go through. Because I mean, like Steve Bruce isn't doing a bad job in Newcastle.
right.
Yeah, I mean, as the league stands, they're pretty much like mid-table. They sit 13, so that's where typically Newcastle these days would
Right.
finish. So you know,
Yeah, it's good for them. as for our, that's what we had talking about the third topic. And moving ahead, the fourth topic is the transfer talk, where we heard the Ajax goalkeeper and Onana saying about he needs to move on to take himself to the next step in terms of football. So he's definitely gonna go somewhere else from Ajax. Where does he go? We don't know about the possible destinations, but we can make our guesses. Where can he go? Could that be Dortmund, somewhere like that? Or what do you think? Where can he be going?
I mean, I saw a rumor Chelsea were interested in him because
Oh,
they want to get rid of Kepa. They want to get rid of Kepa, but no one wants Kepa.
But so Kepa is getting sacked. That's what you're telling me.
The talk of the town is at the end of the season or whatever, they actually want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
But no one wants him. So if you want to sell a player that no one wants,
so Onana could be joining Chelsea. That could make sense if Kepa is leaving. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's all talk. The only thing we know is official is that he has said that he is leaving Ajax.
Yeah.
And he wants to take the next step, but
right.
Where that is, no idea.
No idea about it. But if Chelsea wants it, they can go dig in and grab him, and that would definitely solve the issues about Kepa, whom they are trying to get rid of. And second,
I mean, they got Ziyech. So.
Yeah, and second one is Coutinho. Definitely, some of them are saying that he will go back to Barca and they will be using him in a right way, but it also depends on him. And as rumors said, Newcastle, it can happen. You never know whether Bayern Munich also want to permanently have him in their team. It all is dependent upon the time. We have to wait for that. And as for Willian, there has been rumor that he wants to move to Arsenal, which is quite funny because Arsenal, do they really need him, or do he really fit in for their style of play?
I mean, I can see him going to Arsenal because they have Arsenal have had a habit of picking up Chelsea's deadwood over the past few seasons.
True.
I mean, I can see it happening.
But how about Giroud going to Chelsea? Wasn't he a deadwood?
Who?
Giroud, Olivier Giroud.
Oh, he reminded me of Giroud. God, I forgot he's a football player. I thought he was a model by now. Well, there was a rumor he was actually Giroud was going to go to Tottenham. But that fell through, and now Chelsea actually going to give him a contract extension.
Wow.
So you don't know with these rumors. I mean, one day he's out the door, the next minute, no, hang on, Chelsea give him a contract extension.
And on the other hand, that United are standing there. Okay, we will have you. We will have you as a replacement for Lukaku, right? You never know about these rumors. Thing is that
you never know because I mean, even amongst like the rivals, there's been transfers all the time.
True.
So
it also reminds me of the Sancho rumors. Some of them are saying he will definitely come back to City, but most of them are saying no, he's going to United. So it's a bit of weird and mixed up rumors that keeps going. I mean, they are selling it. They are making the rumor of direct acquisition by the rival. That's.
I mean, he's linked. He's pretty much linked to every fucking English club at this point. Wouldn't surprise me if he signs for Norwich City tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
And then gets transferred to Man United.
Yeah, perfect replacement for Timo Pukki, right? Boom and
for Norwich, and just like save them.
Boom and Norwich are finishing on the top 6, right? As if that's actually gonna happen.
6, yeah, Norwich is gonna win the title, and it's gonna be Aston Villa second.
Yeah, right. And Liverpool will be robbed of their title, as they all.
Oh mate, Liverpool will be relegated with Tottenham and Arsenal.
Nice.
Oh, imagine in the championship.
You just pull the right trigger. You know when to do it.
Well, I mean, Arsenal have been in relegation form this season, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, we are sending Norwich City to the top 6, right? And right now they are in the relegation zone. Nice. Nice predictions from us. See, we can make the great rumors as well. Anyway, talking about rumors, Aubameyang is also rumored to be going to United or either Chelsea. Chelsea again. It's Chelsea, Chelsea everywhere. What do they want? That's my
I
point.
don't know.
What does Chelsea want right now? To get rid of Kepa, or do they really want Aubameyang to be leaving them?
I mean, they've been linked with Aubameyang,
To be getting, sorry, not
Werner,
leaving them.
and
What the
Coutinho.
hell I'm speaking? Yeah,
Well, I mean, they do want someone. They do want someone in the forward line who can actually bang in goals,
yeah.
because that's been a huge
I mean,
weakness,
since
you
the
could probably
injury,
say, for
yeah,
Chelsea
right.
before, this season.
Since the injuries to
Um,
Mason Mount and Tammy Abraham, you guys have really struggled. I mean, Chelsea has struggled with attack.
oh yeah, and Pulisic has been like injured for like half a season, so
Yeah,
and he hasn't really. I mean, he's been decent. He did get a hat trick one game, but I mean, he hasn't really uh, like gone to the insane levels that everyone expected to him from Dortmund. But
right.
yeah, that's what Chelsea need. They need just someone in the forward line who can bang in goals, and Aubameyang and Werner can do that for sure.
Yeah, but
I don't know about Coutinho, but
right. But talking about Warner, I read a report by Bild yesterday that he has been linked to move to Liverpool. So I think it could go tough for Chelsea to get Warner. But as for Aubameyang, yeah, if he wishes to leave Arsenal, he can definitely go to join Chelsea. But in my opinion, I feel that's very unlikely to happen. But you never know in football what happens the next day. Anything can happen whenever the things have to go either ways. So Warner to
well, I
Liverpool
mean,
is another rumored uh, transfer talk for us. How do we make of that? I mean, can he fit
well, I
in
mean,
well for the system of Liverpool?
well, as far as I know, Werner is leaving Leipzig
Yeah,
once the season, like the end of the season.
right.
I can see him at Liverpool actually. That's probably the most likely destination. But then if they sign
Yeah,
Werner, what happens to Firmino?
maybe they
Because
will.
you're not because you're buying Werner. You don't
Yeah,
buy Werner to sit him on the bench.
maybe they change their. I mean, starting lineup to for the formation which could fit him well, like going for 4-2-3-1, where Firmino sits back as cam and can also push ahead. I mean, he can do anything. Defensively, he's also good, and attack-wise, also he has helped the team, I guess.
What if you went 4-2-4, and then your front four is
Are you mad?
Firmino and Werner as a pair, and then you've got Salah and Mane on the
Yeah,
ends?
yeah,
Imagine that.
and and then we see Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain leaving the club, right? I mean, he can play on the wings too, but that's where he didn't. That's why he wanted to leave Arsenal, because he didn't want to play at the wings. That's the thing.
Well, he
So,
can play in centre midfield
so
with
I feel like that
Henderson.
Warner could be a backup for Firmino, maybe, or Klopp will keep shuffling between Warner and Firmino, and with the formations as well. Like sometimes he will play 4-3-3 so that Chambo also gets his part of the time, and also sometimes he will keep playing like 4-2-3-1 so that Warner doesn't feel left out from the squad. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that can work. I can see that happening.
So it looks like that Warner might be going to Liverpool. As for the next talk, which is Higuain, it's being said that he's gonna go home, that is back to Argentina, and it's being said that due to personal reasons. But some people also say that some rumors have been also saying that Juventus want to kick him off from the club, probably because of his age. That could be the reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the first time they've kicked him out of the club.
Mhm.
I know Sarri likes him, but he just doesn't. He hasn't been performing to the standard that the club want.
Mhm.
And I mean, even a front three of Ramsey, Ronaldo, and Dybala work so much better than obviously if you replace Ramsey with Higuain.
And
I mean, he doesn't want to leave. Well, I don't know. Every day, the story changes every day, as you know, with most rumors. So
correct me if I'm wrong. He went from Juventus to Real Madrid, then he came to Napoli, then he went to Chelsea, then he came back to Juventus, right?
no, so he went from Madrid to Napoli, then he went from Napoli to Juve, then he went from Juve to AC Milan.
What?
And he went from AC Milan to Chelsea.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because he went to Milan initially on loan.
Right.
And then that fell through. He pretty much flopped, and then they sent him to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Which, you know, he scored a handful of goals, but you know, wasn't really a success. But I know he left with the trophy, won the Europa League. So
yeah, I mean he has been on
6 months. You want a European trophy. How can you say no to that?
Yeah, you can't say no. True.
Yeah, and then he's currently back at Juve now. But, yeah.
But now it's looking like he will definitely be going off from Juventus. Where to? It's his home, as they say. You don't know about that. And for the fifth one, I think not the fifth one, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh one, which is Pogba, which is Paul Pogba.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's the seventh player in our that I was actually counting it from where I've written it on my system. So seventh player is Pogba, Paul Pogba. We know what's going on from a long time, like from a season and a half. He wants to leave. When is he playing is our question. When is he gonna play is our question, as much as it's the question of United fans, right?
I mean, is he gonna play again? That's a better question.
Wow, you just
I don't think so.
killed everything.
I don't think so.
You're definitely getting some hate comments on the video.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think he's done.
Yeah.
As it stands, he's done at United.
Right.
Whether he goes to Juve or Real Madrid, I don't know. It'd be one of the two for sure.
Right, Madrid or Juve. Let's see where can he go. And last one is Arthur from Barcelona. It's also said that he is gonna go to Juventus. I mean, Juventus, what do they want? Do they really want a midfielder right now, or do they need a great forward at the moment? I mean, if you look at their forwards, if you're getting rid of Higuain, you only have Dybala and what else?
Pretty much Dybala and Ronaldo. That's it.
Right.
Because Douglas Costa's always injured, and then Bernardeschi's pretty much flopped.
Right.
He's been there for 3 years and he hasn't improved.
So that's what I've been wondering. Their priorities are looking weird right now at the moment.
It still baffles me how they sold Moise Kean.
And do you really see Aubameyang probably going to Juventus? Is that a possibility?
No way. I honestly, with Aubameyang, I see him staying at Arsenal.
Yeah.
I don't like.
I mean,
like they've sold some of their best players over the years, but surely not.
I mean, can Ronaldo factor influence him? I mean, he wanted to go to Madrid at one point of time. So I was just thinking on those terms. Could that be an influential factor in that? Do you see that happening?
Anyone wants to play with. It's like anyone wants to play with Ronaldo and Messi, but
yeah.
But then you got to realize the question is
the long-term goals and all this stuff. Yeah.
But it's more of, does the transfer make sense?
True.
Like, does it make sense for Aubameyang to go to Real Madrid, or does it make sense for him to go to Juventus to play with Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Not really, no. Does it make sense for him to go to United or Chelsea?
Yeah.
Maybe, but would Arsenal sell him? No. Like, if they had to choose between Lacazette and Aubameyang, they'd choose Lacazette because he's been inconsistent this season. But
so you're telling me it's all about making sense, right?
Well, I just can't see Aubameyang leaving Arsenal. He's their main man.
Yeah, but same you can talk about this year. We all thought that this year would make sense, but is it making now?
mean,
It's not making sense. Anyways, bad jokes apart, we move to the final part of the podcast, which is the class acts being done by players and managers and everyone during this pandemic time. We know how uh, weird the situation is and how dangerous the situation is right now all across the world, with COVID-19 picking up the pace and everything getting out of the hands of, I mean, even the great even with the developed countries who have been speaking greatly about their healthcare systems, but it's all falling badly.
well, I mean, Chelsea have so pretty much Chelsea have they've paid all Chelsea staff 100% wages and will pay matchday staff for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
So they've also
I mean,
pretty much donated a lot to the NHS.
right. I mean, I've heard it from like all over the. Uh, I mean, most of the clubs are definitely helping their people, and also the people around as well. I mean, I saw that Arsenal are also doing their bit to, I mean, to do like whether it be the giving of food to the people around or helping with masks and all this stuff. I mean, every club is doing their bit, and that's what
Yeah,
you expect in these tough times.
I
So,
know.
hmm,
I know. See the Wolverhampton Wanderers the other day actually.
right,
They donated a whole bunch of masks, and it was like with a wolf
right.
on the actual mask. It was pretty cool.
Hmm. Yep, that sounds good. As long as it's helping people to stay safe and stay in better shape, it's all good. And that's what we expect from whoever is hearing this podcast, that please be safe, please help someone who needs food within the guidelines of your own specific comments, so that we can deal with this stressful time and get ourselves in out of it in a nicer way. So that's it from this podcast. Hope you liked it, enjoyed it. If you did, then please like the video, do subscribe to our channel, do spread it the word around, and we will be coming out with more such podcasts from now on. Thanks for joining us. It is me, Miranic, and this was,
Vystra.
and we sign off from here. Thank you so much.